This is CJ at Hennepin County's Central Library, awaiting the arrival of Emilio Estevez. The actor, director, producer, came to Minneapolis to promote his new movie, The Public, co-starring a strong cast that includes Alec Baldwin, Kristen Slater, Gabrielle Union, Jeffrey Wright, Taylor Schilling. Using liberal amounts of humor, the movie explores the new role of libraries in society.
I know that if your name is affiliated with the movie, it's going to have some gravitas. What drew you to this project?
So initially, I was drawn to this. It was an article in the LA Times about how libraries had become de facto homeless shelters, and how librarians had become de facto social workers and first responders. And it was written by a Salt Lake City librarian. And this was about 12 years ago, almost 12 years ago. Next month, it'll be 12 years. I've been on this mission to get this movie made, and it's not been easy because when you start going around and talking to executives about, film executives and studios about what the movie you want to make next, and you got to pitch it and say it's going to take place in a library and it's going to deal with homelessness issues and it's going to deal with mental health care issues, and you just, it's not a movie that presses the blockbuster button. So it was my the work that I had cut out for me was to make it entertaining, to make it funny, to make it human, and to make it accessible to an audience. And I think, as we're on this cross-country promotional tour, it's a grassroots promotional tour to get the word out, screen for librarians, screen for homeless advocacy groups, screen at a couple of film festivals. Libraries, I think they get it now. They're starting to really understand the movie, that we didn't stereotype librarians. So I think that little by little, I think they're now embracing the movie on a different level. The reaction is that we made a very entertaining movie, and we've also attacked some of the issues.
This is a very beautiful library we have here. Why didn't you make it here in Minnesota?
Well, you guys, I don't know if you have a tax incentive here. So Ohio gives this amazing tax incentive for us to shoot there, and so it was like 30% of our budget. So the state of Ohio is essentially a partner with us to make the film. But I've made 4 movies here in Minneapolis, St. Paul. So I'm no stranger to working here, and I certainly love it here. And
they clearly love you because of.
4:45, and the Minneapolis Central Library will be closing
in 15 minutes.
All right, well, I'll be done. Now, how much of your own skating did you do in the Mighty Ducks?
How dare you? Initially, I'd never skated before the film. Yeah. So, of course, I had to tell the director and the producer, yeah, I spent my whole life on skates, just sweating. So I didn't answer your question. I would say I did. Anytime you see it's me on the ice and I'm skating, it's me. Anytime the camera's really far away, it's somebody else.
Sometimes I'm being
Sarcastic.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right.
You do look like your dad.
He's a handsome man, so yes, I take that as a compliment. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, can we just have...
Sometimes I'm being sarcastic.